The FBI has come under fire for its alleged targeting of InfoWars, the media outlet founded by controversial figure Alex Jones. In 2025, FOIA documents revealed that InfoWars had been classified as a white racially motivated extremist organization by the FBI since 2013, allowing the agency to conduct electronic surveillance without probable cause. This classification enabled the FBI to monitor InfoWars activities through monthly internal briefings, leading to accusations of government overreach and infringement on free speech. Furthermore, claims of lawfare tactics being used against InfoWars by intelligence agencies have raised concerns about efforts to suppress the platform's operations and influence. These allegations paint a troubling picture of potential abuse of power and censorship within federal agencies.
Targeting InfoWars, a deep dive into FBI surveillance. The FBI has been keeping tabs on InfoWars. This isn't your average monitoring. We're talking about in-depth surveillance. This revelation came to light recently. Newly released documents revealed the extent of their operation. These documents were obtained through a Freedom of Information Act request. They paint a disturbing picture. The FBI has been systematically targeting InfoWars. They have been doing so for years. This raises serious concerns about freedom of speech. The documents show a pattern of surveillance. It began as early as 2013. This is when the FBI classified InfoWars as a potential threat. They labeled the organization as white racially motivated extremist. This classification is the crux of the issue. It allowed the FBI to bypass traditional warrant requirements. Justification without foundation, the white racially motivated extremist label. The FBI's justification for targeting InfoWars is flimsy at best. They labeled the organization as white racially motivated extremist. This label is based on flimsy evidence. It is a clear example of government overreach. InfoWars, while controversial, is a media organization. They have a right to express their views, even if those views are unpopular. The FBI's actions set a dangerous precedent. They suggest that any group the government dislikes can be targeted. Furthermore, the FBI has not provided any evidence. They haven't shown that InfoWars has committed any crimes. This makes their surveillance even more troubling. It suggests that they are targeting InfoWars for their political beliefs. This type of government overreach is unacceptable. It undermines the very foundations of a free society. We must hold the FBI accountable for their actions. The erosion of freedom. Type 3 assessments and unchecked surveillance. The FBI utilized a Type 3 assessment to conduct their surveillance. This assessment allows for electronic monitoring. It does so without a warrant. This is a dangerous tool. It can be easily abused. The Type 3 assessment was created to track terrorists. It was not intended to be used against media organizations. The FBI's use of this assessment against InfoWars is a clear overreach. It sets a dangerous precedent. This type of unchecked surveillance erodes our freedoms. It creates a chilling effect on free speech. When people fear government surveillance, they are less likely to speak out. They are less likely to criticize the government. This is a slippery slope. It is one that we must avoid. We must protect our right to free speech, even when that speech is unpopular. Lawfare and the silencing of dissent, a dangerous precedent. Some have suggested that the FBI's actions are part of a larger pattern. They point to the increasing use of lawfare. This is the use of legal means to silence dissent. This is a dangerous trend. Lawfare is often used to target journalists. It's used to target activists. It is a way to silence those who criticize the government. The FBI's surveillance of InfoWars fits into this pattern. This type of government overreach cannot stand. We must fight back against it. We must defend our right to free speech. We must hold the government accountable for its actions. The FBI's actions are a threat to our democracy. They must be condemned. We must remain vigilant in our defense of freedom. We must never take it for granted.